everyone, today I'm going to Atlanta and we just reached Atlanta. So it's nighttime and all the lights are so pretty. Tomorrow I'm going to be going to the aquarium and I'm going to show you guys how it is. So right now I'm walking to the aquarium. We rested the night and this is the entrance to the aquarium. There are so many people here. I didn't expect that many people to be here. And it looks really big, so I'm going to be showing you around. This is the big line here. We're entering inside the aquarium. It's so pretty. There's hello in all types of languages, and right now I'm sitting by the jellyfish. See, they're glow in the dark jellyfish and they can change colors. It was so cool. I'm gonna give you a minute to look at it. This is so pretty. I love the color changing. We're inside the aquarium and there is so many people. It's like a whole circle and there's dolphin shows and reptiles and every animal you could ever imagine. So I'm going to be exploring it and showing you around. It is so big. The lighting they did is really cool. And there's this like 3D movie thing where you have to wear this thing and it looks like you're in a real aquarium. I went to Tropical Diver and in there was many fish and like lots of sea creatures. It was so fun learning about their names and what they do. There are also fountains which spit water out of them and they smell like fish. And it's like a whole fountain coming all the way up. I thought it would come on top of me, but they designed it so good that it just looks like it's so next to you, but you can touch it, but it won't come on top of you. I'm going up the escalator to see more things, and I got to touch manta rays. It was so cool. They felt like slimy and rough at the same time, almost like a gummy bear. So I'm showing you around from upstairs. It's so pretty, right? So now I'm touching manta rays. They feel soft and rough at the same time, almost like a gummy bear. So we're not supposed to touch their tail because it's spiky, or their eyes because it could sting us. It could get very mad and sting us. So we're supposed to touch the middle. It felt really cool. At first I was scared in case it would sting me because they cause you real pain. And so it felt weird for a moment and it felt cool at the same time. If you touch a stingray, you'll feel what it's like. Now I went to this big thing. It had no name, but it was like just this aquarium where you look through the glass. There was so many fish. There were big fish and small fish. There was even a sperm whale. That's like one of the biggest fish. That's the biggest fish in the world. There were too many stingrays and I saw them feed it through a pipe. There's tuna and clownfish and eels and many types of fish. I can't name them all. There's so many types. There's even lionfish and lots of sharks. Like even the white shark was in there, but I'm sure it can't break through the glass. There was a long-tail rod stingray where basically its tail is like 20 feet long. That was so cool. I bet you would be so happy if you saw it in real life. Now I'm under this aquarium and there's just little circles everywhere stuff, and right now I'm petting animals, different types of animals. There were crabs and lobsters. First I was scared to touch them, but they aren't the pinching type. So I even touched some types of corals. It was fun feeling them. I even pet a sea cucumber. It was weird feeling it. It was really soft. And now there's this giant place where there's dolphins and everything playing and lots of fish in a whole group. See in front of me, look how many fish there are. They're all so big if you look up close. They're like tuna, except in adult size. So this column has sea lionfish. They're very poisonous to any other type of fish. So you see it's right in front of us. There's also an anglerfish, which was so creepy. See the sea lionfish again? It is so up close. There's also a rainbow fish and pufferfish. Now this is a eel. It's very, it's a predator and it hunts for other fish. And luckily this one was inside a glass. Its jaws are creepy. And its eyes are like it's just a flashlight. It doesn't have an eye. And this one is the spotted moray eel. It's doing the same thing. It's opening and closing its mouth to breathe underwater. And there's a few fish swimming around that those eels don't eat. So that's why those fish are safe. The lionfish. I just love looking at this fish. It's almost like my favorite fish. It's a butterfly and striped with lion at the same time. And these are dangerous jellyfish. They have the longest tentacles in the world. And these jellyfish, if you just get one touch from those tentacles, those are so fatal you could even die. These jellyfish like glow in the dark. They glow yellow in the dark, and they just go out and in to go up. That's how jellyfish travel. These had little fish inside, and they looked so cute. Like so many little fish and so many types. There's little caverns and everything. And these are worms coming from the ground. At least they look like it. They're actually seaweed and anemones and fish inside them. And now these are sea anemones. These are poisonous. Clownfish hide inside of them. It's so fun to look at the clownfish, but because of the anemones, you can't touch them unless you're wearing a special glove. There were so many anemones and so many clownfish. It looks really beautiful. So now we're looking at seahorses with big bellies, but one of them has a baby since it has a bigger belly than usual. And this one is another seahorse. It's very thin, and it kind of creeped me out because of the blue light, and I don't understand how seahorses live in this environment without any corals or anything, because they love to cling onto corals. These are very nice and very interesting starfish. They bended their legs a lot, and there's a few fish in there. And there's this fish just sleeping sideways. I think it's sleeping at least. But it was cool. And there's many fish on the top and mostly starfish. I think I could count about 50 starfish in there. Here, these are beluga whales, so they like playing with cloth and putting it on their mouth and many things that they can chew on. They were swimming all around, and some of them even pressed the glass, so I'm touching it. Hey Mom, look, I'm touching it. It was so fun. They also look weird on the bottom. I love to see this because the beluga whales are actually playing, and all I've been seeing so far is just fish and fish and fish. And right here, there's a shark, and there's a whole crowd of fish. It was like I thought I was in night and daylight had just come for some reason, but these fish were also shining a lot. And look, there's a shark right there. I thought the shark was going to eat it, but no, it didn't. It left them alone. And right here are some sea lions. It was so fun seeing them. It's a show, so they were feeding the sea lions and making them do tricks, and all of the sea lions are adopted. I felt sad for them because one of the sea lions lost an eye, a second one was about to die in the sun, and the third one had a broken bone. So I feel bad for these sea lions. And this show was so amazing. They did so funny tricks. Like, they each did different sounds, but they were trained to do those sounds. I don't know how they were trained to do an exact sound. Right now, there's a snapping turtle. These turtles are very dangerous as they could easily bite your finger off. And as you see, it's letting something clean its mouth. So those two things have a relationship. So the snapping turtle says it won't eat it, and the red thing says it'll clean its teeth for him and get some food too. This one, there's a bunch of fish swimming around in mangroves and everything. I think these fish feed on the mangroves and leaves and moss on the mangroves. And these are about the same fishes. There's only like 2 or 3 types of fish in there. These are lots of long fish and lots of the tiniest fishes in the world. I mean, they're the tiniest fishes I could ever imagine of. There's a bunch of red, yellow, green. I never knew that there could be so many colors of seaweed. It's so pretty. It's an amazing view. This is another one of those little compartments with just a few types of fish. The black fish amazed me the most. Just like absolutely black. It's like a black hole almost. And this one is a bunch of long eels and everything. They were going to one exact spot to feed on something, so that was cool. And right now I'm here with Tuna. And these things can snap your feet or fingers off, and there was so many of them. It's only Tuna. They always hunt in groups, and their teeth are very big. Like, they can't even close their mouths properly because of their teeth size. Right now I'm standing in front of a tank of sharks. So these sharks looked dangerous, but they couldn't touch me. And I just came down I took a photo and came down because I was scared of them. So now we're looking at a shark species. So we're looking at the timeline of them. And right now we're looking at a great white shark's teeth. Scary. And right now we're looking at the crocodiles. It was cool because the crocodiles were just sitting there while fish were still swimming. So right now we're looking at a bunch of bugs, dragonflies, and here are a bunch of butterflies. This was like my favorite part because I got to see so many butterflies. Right here is an anemone, but a very different one. No one lives in it except parasites, and so the anemone is a parasite himself. And this is snakes. And I tried waking it up. I wanted to see it move, but it just stuck there. I'm like, no, move. But it still just stayed there. Right here looks like a puffer fish or a sea lion fish. Or a lionfish, but it's like a mix of all three. And it has dots and spikes and everything. It's like a very pretty fish. These are glow-in-the-dark animals, and they were kept in a compartment. There's a shark. No, those were dolphins. I mistook it for a shark. So I was like, dolphins, they're like my favorite thing because they can easily communicate with humans. Not like communicate, but they're very good communicators. And they love spending time with humans. I was so excited to see it. Right now we're at the Dolphin Show, and I can't believe there's 2.8 million gallons of water in that big tank where dolphins just play in. Can't believe they use so much water. And the water looks so dark. And right here is how they feed things. And right now is the show. These things are very great splashers. And we weren't in the splash. I hope you like the aquarium. Now we're getting out of it. And I hope you like this video. Bye!